Hey, this is Sebastian from the Metal Gods Meltdown, and today I'm joined by...
Hi guys, I'm Beelzebub of the band Mystic Circle.
Kriegsgötter resurrects classics and unleashes some fresh chaos.
Yes.
What made you decide to do this?
Yeah, we reformed in the year 2000, as you know, and we brought two full-length albums, the Mystic Circle album and the Demon album, 22 and 25, 23. And now we decide to re-release the Kriegsgötter album from 2000. It's almost full of our covers, and I think it's remastered by Alex Krull, and we did some fresh air with that old song. So,
Reason is it for you to hear the final delivery? For instance, your cover Iron Maiden's "Afraid to Shoot Strangers."
I it goes back to 90, 1993 when we listened to that song, and we loved that song, and we did some cover versions at that time. And this song, the Afraid to Shoot Strangers album, was on our list. But my bandmate Blackwar left the band in 2000. So the cover version didn't happen at this time. So we couldn't use it. Yeah, we realized it now musically, and yeah, it was on our list. So to do this song, because for us it's an outstanding song from Iron Maiden. So we loved it back in the days, and now we decided to do this. The time was right to do it now.
It's a great cover, mate. Honestly. Um,
Thanks, mate.
so, can you tell us about working with Sarah Jezebel Deva? How did that come about?
Yeah. She's a friend of the band, of course, but yeah, as we decided to do this cover, and we were in the studio, and we checked it out, and we said, maybe we do it in the Mystic Circle way. And the beginning of the song, as you know, is very, how should I say, epic. Like, so none other than Sarah, we said, we contact Sarah again. And I think after 23 years or something was the first contact. And
Right.
she said, yeah, yeah, no problem. She's in. She did a great job as always. And we are in contact now. So we write all few weeks. We are in contact. As I said, she's a friend of the band. She's also in business now with the Covenant again.
Yeah, great band.
So yeah, and yeah, she also do something on the new album, which is coming out on Halloween. So a small song, small input, and yeah, we are looking forward to that.
Cool. So are the plans to go out on a little tour with this album?
You mean if we go on the road?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we decided to go on the road. We just decided to work together with the Flaming Arts agency. I don't know if you know them. They have bands like Belphegor, Marduk, Possessed, Venom Inc.
hmm
And we start in 2026.
Right.
So we first do all the promotion for this album, and then we put together a band. We use guest musicians, um, and we have some cool guys around us. And we start in 26 then with the live performances. We first want to do Mexico, Central America, South America, like Brazil and so. And then we want to do the summer festivals
Uh-huh.
if they are interested. So we have to see, and then we will see what's the status quo is of the band, and then we go maybe for a European tour with another great band or something. But that is not planned already.
That'd be amazing. It'd be amazing in South America. Yeah, they love their black
Yeah,
metal. That'd be
yeah,
killer.
Yeah. Hopefully we also come to England.
Yeah, before it gets destroyed. Another story. All right
Oh,
then. So when listeners dive into this record, what rituals would you want them to perform? Headbanging, hexing, or contemplation?
uh, a little bit of all, I think, because we use the whole brightness of this. You know, we have the epic parts, but we also have brutal parts. We also have this horror, bombastic part. So that's the point of our music. So everyone should decide how he feel it or move it or listen to it or enjoy it. You know.
All right. What about the artwork? Was that AI or was that being drawn by an artist?
No, no, we don't use AI. The artwork, you mean the Kriegsgötter artwork?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. The Kriegsgötter artwork is from the old days. It's painted by an artist, and but at this time we wasn't satisfied with the 100% with the color.
Mm-hmm.
So if you compare the old one, it's always the same, but the background is much more in the darker orange, in the red, and that's why we changed the. We like this cover much more. The layout at this time want to have it in this brighter way, but we did it. We want to have it darker. So Blackwar is doing the artwork, and yeah. So also the layout from this whole album is complete new.
Yeah.
And we want to have it also on it never came out on vinyl, so we have 300 piece limited vinyl out also on this one, and it looks great.
That's amazing. And that should be like framed up on your wall, yeah, with the vinyl. You're gonna be doing that?
What do you mean? If I have
Like,
it on the wall?
yeah, they're gonna have it framed on the wall with the vinyl.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have some vinyls on the wall, like you.
Yeah. Okay. So what's it like then to still be like sort of relevant in 2025 and have you still got such a massive fan base, yeah?
um I don't know. We will see how when we go out live, but we have many. We are very active on Instagram and Facebook and the social media,
Mm-hmm.
and we always chat with our supporters. And I think there is a good fan base. They are always supportive, and the scene is very cool. We also like to visit by ourselves concerts. Many concerts are in our area, like yeah, what else? We went to WADA, to Ghost, to Cannibal Corpse, to all these bands.
Mm-hmm.
Crater is in our area now at these days. So we are fans and we are supported by fans, so that's a good thing.
Excellent. All right, so we're going to go into this bit now, yeah? So can you tell me then what are your top three albums of all time that come to mind today?
That is very difficult. I can say from my friend and bandmate Blackwar, he's a very big Venom fan, so he has a big collection of these albums. I can say, I mean, there are too much albums. So, but what my influences was from punk to satanic death metal. I would say D side is a very big influence on me. Iron Maiden, Life After Death. Then maybe an older one. It's like, yeah, from AC/DC. I was too young. It was Back in Black was a great album in my youth. I was 8 years old. Um, but then I started with the Bon Scott area, and
Yeah.
so I don't know. It's very difficult. What a cool album was Alice Cooper, Raise Your Fist and Yell.
Oh, brilliant
that,
album.
yeah, I never forget this concert. So, but there are too much to name, you know.
Of course. Okay, so next one. If you could jam with three musicians, dead or alive, who would make the list?
I I don't know, because I'm not so much. I think I would. The best thing is for me um, to play in that constellation with Blackwar. So I'm very looking forward when we play live, this song live, and I'm very looking forward to have our guest musicians, but it should be the crew. So I don't care about playing with very famous musicians or something, you know. My wish is that Mystic Circle will crew like a very intense and very cool live band. So I like to jam with the musicians of Mystic Circle, you know? So that's my wish.
Okay. So when you go over to Mexico, what three essentials would you like to take with you to survive the tour?
We already been in Mexico, so I don't know, it's no problem. But I think you always get alcohol. So for me, it's necessary to have lots of water, to have my earplugs, my music, to relax, to go in another world, and maybe, I don't know. Yeah, of course, my phone to play some games or something, because you have everything when you go on tour. You have,
of course,
all the people. So yeah.
So have you ever like played a show, gone on a drinking spree, and then woken up in the morning with your face paint still on and scared people?
No.
Have you not?
Maybe, I don't know. There were too much. There were too much, I say, extreme moments in the past. So on tour,
I can imagine. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Even in the 90s, it was very crazy. You know? But so, now we are older, so we have to put our strengths together. And for example, I don't drink anymore. You know,
nor do I.
The others drink. You know, not extreme, but maybe a beer or a few beers or something. So yeah, I think my body is fucked up. You know, when you go on tour, you make something like this, you have to be clean in your mind, you know, to put all your strengths together. But in the 90s, it was very extreme.
Yeah, totally.
With booze and with beer and with, I don't know, with riots, you know.
So from going back in those times and in the 90s, is there a specific point or show that means the most to you?
We have lots of good shows. You know, we played all the festivals, we met all these bands. I think it was great to play with all these bands, you know, with Marduk. Marduk had this lineup with Legion and B-War. So this old lineup, so they were very cool guys. We did with Gorgoroth, with Pest, you know, on the you know, the old, not the original, but the old lineups, you know.
Yeah.
Like, Ares was on bass with Gorgoroth. So we toured with Cannibal Corpse, you know, with that old building with the bald head on guitar, with I don't know how it's called, but with the old lineup after Chris Barnes. So yeah, then D-side with the old lineup with the Hoffman brothers, so it was great. So yeah, we played the festivals with Paradise Lost.
Fantastic! Yeah.
A great thing was we played one show, the Metal 2000, with Iron Maiden in Strasbourg. That was very cool.
Yeah, that must have been amazing. So did Bruce and the band watch you from the sidelines?
That was a point I can tell you. That was an anecdote from tour. There were only 6 bands, I guess: Spiritual Beggar, Samael, Mystic Circle, I don't know, 2 more, and then came Iron Maiden. And Iron Maiden had in the backstage a backstage. That means it was, yeah. And when they came, It was, and that is no joke, it was the whole backstage. The whole backstage must be empty. So the whole people should go out.
Yeah.
And I walked there and I said, it was like a ghost town. Nobody told me go out or something. And I went on stage and I never forget this because I get goosebumps and almost tears in my eyes. And I stood there and they played the first song. It was A Brave New World or something.
Right.
And then these whole people went, oh, and I said, "Boah, fuck you." And then the security came and said, you have to leave here.
Yeah, yeah.
But that was a great moment because then you see the power of this band, you know.
Oh, exactly.
Amazing.
I bet. Okay. So in years to come then, what would you like your band to be remembered for?
But we don't think about it because I don't know. I think when you do on Halloween comes out our 10th album, so it's like a, how is it called? It's like a, not a monument. It's when you die, you have this, and this 10 album stands in remembrance. You know, it's like a legacy. Legacy, that's the word. So I don't know. I mean, we are there. We are proud that we have so much cool supporters from the 90s.
Yeah.
The old ones till new. So we are always, we are very inspired. So if we are healthy and we can do it, we do it a few years more, I can tell you, because we have more and more ideas and we are looking forward to play live, to meet lots of people. So
excellent.
Yeah.
All right. So
we don't think about the end at this time, but when it, I must say, I'm honest. If we don't feel it anymore, we stop.
Yeah, absolutely.
If Blackwar and myself don't feel it anymore, we say no, we don't do it, and the band is finished for all time. So that will be the last few years of this band. But we are very inspired. We have so much cool people. Also, we worked in the studio with the new album is great, which is coming out on Halloween. So we will see what's happening.
So can you give us a little bit of insight into the new album? What can we expect?
It compares the Mystic Circle and the Adstemon album. It's I always say it has many classical heavy metal parts, but played in a disharmonic way, you know, in an evil way.
Mm-hmm.
So and we have this horror parts. We have this special sound that Blackwar and myself creates when we do music together. It's like this 90s black metal sound. There are three songs. That's a concept. It goes about witchery. It goes about the Malleus Maleficarum. It goes about a very evil inquisitor, Heinrich Kramer. And it's the end of the trilogy because the cover artwork from Mystic Circle, Adstemon, and the new album comes together finally in one pick. But that's how we talk about in the next interview, I guess.
Yeah. Okay then. So I just want to scroll back up here a minute. I forgot this question. What was it? Right. My voice has gone a bit today as well. I apologize.
Yeah, it's black metal. Like
I don't know what's wrong. It is. It's like croaky, man.
No problem.
Okay.
I don't think.
So Karo Hafke. Have I said that right?
What?
Karo Hafke?
Yes, Karo, yes.
Sorry,
the singer. Yeah, no problem. Yeah. It comes from the Karo Hafke. Oh, okay.
Karo Hafke.
Yeah, no problem. I know what you mean. Now I'm into you.
So how does the dynamic work between you guys? Is it like solid? I mean,
It's
The
great.
ideas.
Yeah. It's great because for the new album, which is coming out, I told you,
Mm.
she she's much involved. So she do all the witchery parts, she do all the classical parts. Like Sarah has one song, as I told you, Sarah Jezebel Deva, and Karo Hafke is involved in a few songs there. And she's also a friend from the 90s.
Right.
She's a singer of So we catched all the family, the old friends, and put them together. Yeah, we have a very good relationship with her. She's a cool girl. She's also one of the singers of Umbra Et Imago.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this gothic band from Germany. They are well known worldwide.
Yeah.
Yeah, with Mozart.
Yeah.
So yeah, and yeah, the work was great. You will if you get the album, you will know her. She's
Okay.
very she did a great work on the songs, and she gave them a good picture, of what we meant in this
Mm.
in this role.
Of course, like the world's changed mega since the 1980s, and then you've reformed in 2000. So you started like reforming when internet was starting to really get going. Yeah, it's so hard to shock people these days, isn't it? Do you find that like worrying for ideas and stuff?
No,
No.
we we don't think about it. Are we doing a shock or something? We do our thing, and I'm honest. We don't care about what people say or whatnot, because um, it's not our day job. It's our passion. It's our
Yeah.
hobby. It's a big hobby because you think about it 24 hours, but
Mm.
we don't must earn a money from it or something. It's only our passion. We get total freedom from the record company with Marcus Boskin, where we work together. We have a good team. Um, I don't know if people are shocked or something, because we have a picture in our eyes
Yeah.
from music, from the cover artwork, from our videos, from our stage performance, from ourselves, how we want to be, what's our uh, mind character, what we have. And we are fans from horror, from the dark side.
Yeah.
We call ourselves, we live this, we have this satanic thoughts in that way, that we are against the conservative attributes like the Holy Church, or this conservative um, society. So yeah, but we don't go out and want to shock someone. We don't care, about it.
So good. All right.
But of course, in the 90s, it was more shocking to
Oh
have
yeah.
was
Wasn't it?
people. Yeah.
It was. Okay. So then, can you tell us why we should check it out, your re-release of Kriegsgötter, and do you have any final words for your fans, our viewers, and listeners?
Yes. I can tell you this. The Kriegsgötter is mostly okay. There is one demo song, and there is one like a musical, only like a soundtrack, and the others are cover versions. But um, this is really for fans, for collectors, because when you get this vinyl, it looks amazing, and I think the songs, they are really from Alex Grohl from Atrocity. He did a great job on the remastering, and we put all our cover versions together
Yeah.
on one album. So I think there are enough people who never listened to it, maybe. And we put our black dark heart in all this layout and all this. It was a lot of work to do
Yeah.
this, from the layout, from the cover, from the pictures, and the vinyl looks great, you know. It's like, so gonna check it out. I can recommend it. Okay, if you don't like covers, you don't have to get it or buy it. But if you want to have a collection, and this is really for collectors,
Yeah.
I clicked on it.